Hi, I'm Brenda St. Louis. I'm a financial therapist and a money coach, and I'm the creator of Rewire Your Wealth. I want to change how we each interact with money on this planet so that it's a way that we can connect to the earth, to our communities, to ourselves, and to the people in our lives. The fact of the matter is money can be used to empower and it can be used to disempower. And understanding it is the greatest gift you can give yourself. So if you make pretty good money and you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't know where it's going, or you just want to put your head in the sand, you just don't want to pay attention to it because it puts you in this money fog of confusion. If that sounds like you, I want you to listen to some of the past participants of Rewire Your Wealth.
It's just been years and years and years and years of never feeling on top of my financial house.
There's an issue in our relationship, and it was primarily my spending.
Money goals, I didn't have a plan for myself. I wasn't making any quote progress.
I came out of a marriage and I was with someone who had always taken care of all the finances, and I left that marriage and I reverted back to what I felt were patterns pre-marriage.
I had no financial literacy. I wasn't confident about my retirement savings plan because I had no plan, and I was very, very behind in my taxes, and all of those things had just gotten to a point where I was emotional and it was holding me back in other areas of my life.
I paid things by the seat of my pants. I never really knew where I was financially, and I really needed to get my money kind of sorted out because it was just such a source of anxiety for me all the time.
Paycheck to paycheck, just kind of whatever came in would use for whatever I needed, and had no understanding of where my money went. I had racked up credit card debt throughout my 20s.
My way of dealing with money is to not deal with money. So I really needed the therapeutic hand-holding and the support.
Rewire Your Wealth is a 12-week immersive program where we're going to unpack the 4 areas needed in order to transform your relationship with money so that it's more balanced and it's sustainable and it's lasting. And the first element that we discuss is mindset. And this is where we look at your story, your behavior, and your patterns and where they came from and maybe what you inherited from your family. And then we start to work with the subconscious. And that's why it's called Rewire, because we're literally rewiring the framework that has been creating the life that you have right now with money. We use EFT and hypnotherapy and a lot of different somatic practices to release some of the behaviors that are really unconscious.
I got addicted to the hypnos and I did them every day for the whole program, and I still do them.
What's different about this program and why it worked for me is that it really names and attends to the emotional side of money.
I noticed my confidence going up around money, and I think there is a hypno track around confidence and self-worth. A lot of my spending was kind of to fill this hole of like wanting to be seen or wanting to be respected for the way that I looked. And so to rewire your brain a little bit around, no, that's not what people are seeing you for.
The hypnotherapy was, I think, a game changer. And it dramatically improved. Not only my anxiety levels went down, but there was some weird magic in it. And I started thinking about money differently.
And one thing that I appreciate coming into this program with a ton of money shame is that you didn't shame me.
I mean, there were so many light bulb moments, I think, throughout the whole thing, whether it's, grief or anger or resentment or all of those other things. You're working on those things in order to get to that financial house.
The second element to creating a healthy relationship with your money is financial literacy. You got to understand how money works. Rewire Your Wealth is partnered with one of the top financial literacy schools in North America. They have a program that you will have for the rest of your life, and we pair it with Rewire Your Wealth so you can ask questions and engage if there's something that you don't understand.
My experience of Enriched Academy is I didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, to be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves. And yet when I went through it, it was actually funny and engaging, and I found myself talking to my husband after about the things I learned.
I think Enrich does a really good job breaking down the language of it in a very piece by piece digestible kind of way.
The third element to creating a healthy relationship with money is to have a system. I like to call it a money ecosystem. Me and my coaches, we go in and we help you organize your finances so that there's no leaky money and you give every dollar in your life a job.
It's very simple actually, but it's not easy. So it was also very, very valuable to have, again, a long period of time with which to do that work of transforming the organizational practices of our household. When we entered into this pandemic and all of a sudden I lost all of my income, it's fine because I have the tools.
Everything just was taken care of automatically, and that has been an incredible source of clarity for me and a source of contentment in a way that I haven't really experienced probably ever in my life.
You know, you have allowed me to put the app, you know, the bank app on the phone so that you can look to see, and you now know how to do it.
And the fourth element to how to create a healthy relationship with your money is community and connection. And accountability too. And this, I feel, is one of the missing ingredients for a lot of people transforming their relationship with money. When we can share what's going on in a community of trusted peers where we're seen and we are able to witness other people's process, something changes within us. The secrecy, the taboo, and that feeling that we're doing it all on our own disappears.
And I think what works about the 4 elements is that it means that lots of different kinds of people with lots of different kinds of challenges can be part of that community and can be served by the model.
Talking about other people's struggles as well as your own, and sharing solutions, and get the shame out of the closet, be witness.
And as an introvert, I thought, oh no, that isn't going to work for me. I was wrong. I was so wrong. To hear other people being so open about whatever struggles they had, I found it helped me to be more open.
It was really nice to be in a place that was led by women, and it was a group of women where I felt that I could come with questions and seeking answers and looking for support and receive that.
Now I love checking in with my accounts. I love knowing where my money is going to go, what my plan's going to be. The rest of my life feels like it's going to be okay in terms of finances and how I proceed.
Once I had that support to actually look at the numbers, it felt way less scary. For me, what I got out of it was more education and confidence in dealing with my money, and I think that was sort of priceless for the rest of my career and life.
It has literally changed my life. Being in charge now of my money instead of my money being in charge of me.
So it's different now, having taken the course, is that the way I describe it is that I'm in right relationship with my money.
I mean, it is a real commitment, but at the end of the day, there is not another program like this. Brenda is a deeply wise, intuitive, joyful, loving being who is trying to shift the way that money flows in the world.
In every other area, we hire experts. You know, if our business is struggling, you hire a business coach or an analyst. Money's not any different. And it's nice to have someone in your corner who is not affiliated with any one particular institution selling you something. If you're feeling stuck and you're contemplating it, just get her done.
Take the first step towards a life of peace, confidence, and joy with your money. Reach out today and receive a complimentary insight call. These 12 weeks together will be the best investment of your life. Book your insight call today.